So let's take this bad boy to place, and it can be middle here. Because owner needs charging stations and so on. I don't have to check if it's level or not. I will trust this panel to be such. Let's see, more screws to put on. Oh, they're flying off. Oh, later, please. Oh, come on now. Okay. What's next? We have a light, we have a switch, socket, and we perhaps need to put those. Well, let's put this back somewhat to be placed. So everything will be found when needed. Okay. There we go. What's next? Now we have installed these sides, things, light, switch, and our owner also said that these features what this number 5 switch can provide, meaning the another switch won't do anything, but the another one will. So both switches are number 5s. I mean, they can be what they are, and if and when there is expand, these things can be used. So let's see. Basically, I have time still to start making the installation for the wiring itself right now, because the things, the applications are in place. Let's check if it's okay. Raining too long, but I have to make everything of this. Attachments with that. Well, this is enough. Zip ties here to get some. If the doors are open, I don't know. Okay, now the mini mic is with us again. It's raining like a mad here. I did not get those zip ties, so we have to do without them, and it starts to become darker and darker. Meaning the viewpoint from your side is becoming pretty bad. I am sorry. This was not my well, the light levels are what they are, and we have to use what we now have. As long there are lights already, but there is no power yet. So yeah, you will see what you will see, and if not, well, that's on me. So now PowerPoint is, well, PowerPoint is not the problem. Power itself will be the problem. And now that I'm thinking, I should put it under here that it will stay on top of this. Blanks side, what? This way perhaps way too long to be, but I think it will stay here anyway. It's not nice. Perhaps under the top of this, I mean. Well, in reference, I will keep it now like it is now. And I need to anyway take this cable to somewhat back here, like so, and I have to pull it like so that it will be here. And obviously I have to cut it and bring next cable here. That will go to the part. If you cannot see, well,
near that. Where's the cutter here? This ain't nice thing. Well, one thing is sure, that whole panel is somewhat thinner than this inner panel, so I don't have to be such precise, thankfully. Or even, let's say, fortunately. But it will be still same thing. It is long. It is long, long, long. And now that I'm thinking how I'm going to bring the power to this socket, same thing. The crossovers what may occur behind these panels, well, they will occur but it won't destroy whole thing. From there I am putting it like this, and then I will insert it the hole. And what is, let's just say, left over, then I will cut the most off. Can we see it? Yeah. As now you can see how differently these things becomes very fast when there are mixed these well, there is light, socket, all kinds of installments, and when they are these lights and sockets becoming in series, things change pretty easily. I think I need to put these things here like this. But now there's no way that I can hammer it. Almost. And of course I cannot hammer it. This is precise hammering. Come on now. Well, I did get it finally. Yeah, it won't be pretty, that is one sure thing. The hole must be done that I can, that one can be there like it is now, because it went down same time when it comes out from that conjunction box and behind here, so it can be like that. But this one I will hammer it back to here back. I think it's basically the same thing to put here. Stupid, all the way. Oh, this is what it is. I don't have any lyrics. Well, that way. And excuse me if you become deaf again. Oh, okay. So now that power will come from there to here, and this will get power, and next light will also. Now this thing starts to show some kind of advancement, but I don't want to rush. It won't bring anything good in these things by rushing. So what? That. Not two. And yeah, I am not hammering this down because I cannot reach that.
I cannot reach that with my hammer, at least very accurately.
But yeah, like I told you, it is hideous. Now the middle part here. Let's take the cap off. We can see the hole on the other side, perhaps.
So this is the hole for the right ones. Still have leverage, nice.
Okay.
Now I won't blow air, otherwise you are being deaf again. Sorry about the previous ones. So this middle part here will be the feeder one. Okay. This is becoming hassle.
Whew. Okay. And that one needs one hole as well. The left one comes in, provides power, and left one continues to here, which has already one hole. So one hole to there. Thank you.
Okay, let's see how that.
Like so. Perhaps now at least some kind of drilling operation is done. Okay.
Well, basically these curves are, well, we will see. Can I get rid of them or not?
Easy answer to that is perhaps no. Where's the cutters? There they are.
And now the trickiest part, find them right length to do this. Somewhat here. Leftovers are what they are, and that's it. As long as it's not too short.
Next thing. How do I can find the hole? Come on now, behave. There we go. The rest will be as they are. And it is not perfect at all. That's enough nice to be such as it is now. Yeah, now can you perhaps start to see from the conjunction box that feeds this whole thing from under these panels. I will bring one cable under here to this lowest, if you can see it, lowest hole. The top one will go back to there where these lights are. So there is no crossovers with this cable. All right. The owner had changed one thing that we will change tomorrow, and it will be this socket here to be in here. And the wiring is going okay. Today is so late already. I mean now, full whole day we have been doing this work. So, thing is, tomorrow will be still cabling these things, and when the cabling is complete, we will go to that wiring central. We will take the main switch off, install the 5 cables back to it, and there we will restart the whole thing. And after that we will start taking measures, and after that we will start testing how these lights work, so on. There might be one installment that 2 lights more, one each of these places. So tomorrow we will do that. And now I am a little bit cleaning these things up, put my stuff back together, and my day is completed. Morning and hello. This is the second day of the installment of this firewood sack or storage compartment anyway. Whew. Last time when I did stop the recording, we will pick up from there. Only exception is this one wall socket need to be changed this side. Let's see, in there. And same thing as last time, lighting conditions are bad, obvious reasons. Someone need to put some electricity here before we can get any lights. We come to that, perhaps and hopefully today. So I will change that socket's place and we will continue wiring. So that is the today's goal, to have this thing working, perhaps. So maybe somewhat here I don't measure it because the owner did say that when he do that covering relating this cable, he will do such way that it is nice. So there's no, I mean, when there is this conductor box underneath here, they will look okay anyway. So I believe these panels are straight. Whoever did pull this firewood sack. There's one. There we go. And yes, now have that in place. So let's put it in somewhat near. I am not near my home, so what can you do? Let's secure it by 2 points. Okay, and now we can hold it for here. Somewhat try to a little bit sunk it here, like so. That doesn't matter. No, can we see anything? It did came a little bit outwards, but we can pull it back. So that's okay. No, more nails, no more nails. Okay, that might be, in fact, that might be a case. Well, we got more here, so. That much of those. And let's get this done. Come on. It's a little bit too long, this empty space where there should be one at least to hook it up, this cable. But thing is, I cannot put it in the void to hang it. There it has to be there. And where's my cutter? Same thing here. It goes somewhat there and there. Cut it like so. Okay. I don't know, can we see it? Yes, it's okay. Enough long. and I cannot reach with my hands, so doggos are having fun. Excuse me. Okay, and like rest of them, there is only this small portion of that has to come through, so we are cutting it from here. So if this setup was any longer, then there might be some calculations in order to make sure that these installments would, and the cap is coming off and it did fell down. Well, and now we can see the hideous of this thing, hideousness, but any installer can tell with these conditions that we are not magic makers, but it's enough long now. Come to Papa. Oh, bo. Silly dogs. Yep, okay. Well, now we have almost done with the outer lights, but now we have to install this inner box somewhat here. And how I can fit my hand here now. And I should use that water eye, but the upper line is same place, it's a little bit wider. Conjunction box and this panel, so from the underneath it's a little bit over, and here is with this lip, so don't have to do anything else. But now that we are here at the same time, I will install this cable inside here, and let's put it go from the middle. Let's see what kind of and I will attach this if I have a tools, but I think I have these big ones. Maybe not screwable. Well, they are perhaps all. Well, it won't matter. I have screws, so. Okay, this was maybe too big. Is there any smaller ones? If not, well, not end of the life. Yeah. Well, to work around, I will show you one thing that you can do with these First one is going to be this way and second will be the other way. So it is keeping it somewhat stable. It will allow it to move somewhat little. But in this case it's okay. Next, cable installment comes from there, and let's see. As we already know, these outer lights are controlled by this movement and dusk switch or sensor or both even. Meaning these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights are controlled from here, and it is, well, it is automatic. So this will receive power from here. We are in doing these things from here. Now this is our electrical central, very big one. But it is now what it is. So now we have some vertical cable installment in here, and already everybody know I try to hide every single cable as much as I can. Meaning I will put this cable from that empty void space behind these panels straight up, and then we will attach with these nails again to here, the middle one, middle place. So, and it would be okay to somewhat get secured between this vertical placement, but that is impossible. That won't be a thing. And as much I would like to install these with, like in a pipe, so plastic pipe, that will serve very good in these occasions, but we do not possess such things, and they would be a pain to install like now, because those things has to be installed before anything else. So like in this case that is undoable thing. Let's see, now I have to take this cable from here, and there is none that I can do to secure this. Seriously. Well, perhaps I could use this space to hit to there I mean. But this wooden beam is not straight. It's angled, and that will be whole length from bottom to the top, same thing. So okay, it would be a nice thing to hammer it here. And these vertical installments, it won't matter which way I put it, this nail thing, this way or this way. It won't support it. It will just keep it in a place. But I will try. Not every single these empty space, but at least 2 panels and then attach 2 panel and then attach again. But yeah, now we can use these rubber things here to go where we need. So taking this one here. And it will go like so and like so. Then let's see, I try to attach it. Well, that is nice to try. But it is not nearly as easy as it sounds. And it cannot be like this. Well, in fact, now that I mention it, why not? We are hammering it here.
Because this whole thing is all the way, like I said. It's angled like this, so and this might be okay thing to do anyway. Well, I'll try to hide this cable under that. So, yeah, well, this turned out to be okay anyway. Nice. Somewhat.
But what about them another installments? Now you will see the problem. You might have one okay, but the next not so much. Because there will be at least two cables without any calculations coming from that box. Still same vertical installment. And there will be another conjunction boxes as well. But we already know what we do with them, that we are not making them as an obstacle for the rest of the cable installments. So it is what it is, cannot help it. But still, I'm wondering everything that I can to avoid making
hideous looking installments. But the trying is not what pays me. The only thing is that it's enough function to keep this thing safe is what matters me most. And the last one, this was good. Good thing that at this one is like it should be installed.
There we go. Very much more better looking, but the rest of the cables are, well, not so much. But we will endure. And now you can see the another style. I can put these nailing positions, if you can see anything, here, or even the same line. But this like somewhat saves the space, because if they are head to head, it will take this one small piece of this nailers space from the cable. So
putting like that way, the cable is only that will take hold of that attachment nailer. So this will look somewhat what it will look next if we are installing. It could be in this middle or even continue the same manner, meaning here next to under here. But in this installation I cannot show you that kind of, at least now that I'm taking these cables as hidden as possible. And this will look hideous. But I will stop whining, everybody knows the reasons. And like so. Pull it a bit. Right, won't straighten it much. But I think the owner might put some like a small list here to cover this thing up. That would be repairing this problem pretty much. Okay. Oh. Oh. I think that it that snap it did get hold, but no, it was stable. That's noise. Whew, okay. And now let's take some extra cable and install it this point to here. So I think this might be the right size. Can be in here for the moment or not. There you go. away with you. And this cable installment is somewhat okay. More or less with the cable. And this is so. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, but before we do anything else, I will take my pen. I will start making markings to these cables. When there is a million cable in one place, you maybe now know what they are. But next cable, next cable, next cable. At the end, you are what was what. So marking the cables now from the place where they are inserted from. When there is a marking, it will help 10 out of 10 to your progress when you are starting to strip this wire and making the connections. And that applies where the central is, especially the small ones. When there is this one single light conjunction box, they're not needed those markings. But anyway, I will collect more stuff. I will be back soon. All right, I am back. So let's try make some markings. Now that we know what this is, I can even write what they are. Very minimal markings. Perhaps you can see. So I will write first. Let's see, put like this kind of marking. So first one is securely marked. This won't come off, at least without any chemicals. Let's see, the next thing that we are finally getting over with the drilling.
So, like I said, if I done this by myself, to me, I'd come from underneath and make the go through from under here. But the owner wants it to have the top, so it is what it is. I should try to make this hole. Fortunately, it's not thick wall, so I could try to drill it a little bit this angled way to preventing the water seeping in from the hole. If something is dripping here and it becomes here, it will drip off. But now that I'm drilling here, I break this perhaps, and that is what I not. Perhaps I could try to save, but no guarantees. No, I'm not breaking that. This side lip here. Try to save as much this wood as I can. As you can see, this is very crude tool. It will rip off as much wood as it can. We will use this cable all the way from that point to the big boy. Now there's going to be hefty amount of this. Oh, come on now. Oh, this cable might go a little further away. This fabric can be there. Okay, when I'm installing this cable and these conduction boxes, these are not becoming obstacles for this particle cable.
I'm putting these side by side. Because it won't become an obstacle when I can, let's just say, hide it behind that empty space. You will see what I mean very soon. So, you can snap the cap on for the time being, or not. Don't have to do that. I know I have these screws, as you can see, there they are a million times, but still I don't find them. And of course it must be. Yeah, as I was saying, these are next to each other. Like so. Now, if somebody has to do some expansioning, there would be markings, those caps, and inside them as well, which are which. So, now that there is a place that will handle the inner lights, there is a place which handle these sockets. And like I told you, cable installment would be otherwise be a hassle if there's this void space. If there is not any void space or empty. So this one handle socket and this big boys installment area, and we can overcome this first box from this very same line behind here. And I'm start nailing it down, taka taka taka, and this is in here without interfering the big boys line whatsoever. But this is only possible because there is these empty spaces all around. Otherwise, this would be a cables amount down. It look somewhat, I don't know, perhaps hideous, but it is only way to do these things if you have a whole wall that is not like this. Let's just say one single piece, then you have to do these kinds of things. But now
This thing will build itself up piece by piece, as you can see. Nothing problematic about it. But yeah,
Well, same thing here. We are coming from behind this whole thing, and from the top we are coming in. So, dum-de-dum. How good inside this? Is there enough room to do such a maneuver? Perhaps. Yeah. About the somewhat like so. There. Nose is dripping. Somewhat not cold, but I don't know. Now we have. Oh, don't pull it back. Thank you. Nice. Just try to avoid that. Well, come on now. Let's take them off before they fly off anymore. Where's the? There is.
all right. And we are coming from this side in. Whew. That was a hassle. And this is the installment point for the big boy. Let's take the pen. Oh. So much more than the another one, not because that I need it, but because there is this squeeze part. I have to check if these insulators are okay, and if they are not, I have still space to make the installments. And now we are making the markings. Let's see. These are all the same line. These sockets, I mean. So if somebody is wondering what the heck is that snail, we use these socket symbols. Every single that these antenna-like things are presenting the amount of these socket places. But now that we have whole line, I have to also make another here. Here is, by the way, let's take this. A man. Yeah. And I mean, that was. I have to make that other way. Let's see, can I still make this just enough time to. I have to make arrow in, not out. Let's make it this way that it will be better looking. There is this ring, and if it had a number, meaning it is like it can be labeled as the number is presenting itself, and it will tell if it's coming in, like that arrow is showing, it will come to here. And at first I made that go away, like the males, this symbol that would indicate it will go from here to somewhere. So no, this is the way, if you can see it, the ring which has arrow coming in. So yeah, but anyway, now that this have to make this big boy as well to here, even it's the same I will write that way it will be. Let's see, can I write it? Meaning sockets which has this symbol, and the downer line will mean all sockets. And as you can see, the more and more the cable are coming to this one box, there would be a hassle if you don't know even what the heck these things are, even if you are the installer itself. So keeping track what you are doing and when is the key to keep some kind of order in the place. And yeah, as I did tell you, I cannot attach this vertical cable anywhere right now, or ever, I mean. It is now what it is. Such, we need to use that. I could try, but I won't. I cannot see where I'm hitting to hit behind this. Because there would be a third cable that will come same way now. And there would be a fourth cable as well. And fifth. Yeah. No, we are not doing that. As much it would be a proper thing to do, but no, it is impossible, I'm afraid. But no, this might be a overthrow. And it is what it is. I cannot help it. This big cable is pretty hassle to get in place. We will get it. Whew. Yeah. And now we will poke the one going through. And we want to use as much these, well, there is this not light again, but we are coming in from the right side. And we are lefting this box from the left side of the top piece, of course. And we want to bring one of the cables down to the socket. We can use the, well, it would be stupid to show coming through here. As I said, we must try to keep things in hidden. So we are using this third row in a row, same place. So coming in, coming out, and socket will receive its own cable. But let's see, how can I insert this cable? This is not something that is because easy to do, because I cannot reach my hand inside that well. No, sir. Yeah. The overthrow that is here. I have to try to get this going in. Well, at least here that I can make it go in somewhat easily. Woo. Well, in the case of that, I will strip it some degree that it can be Where is the stripper? It is stripper. Call it what you want, but it will strip cable. Nothing else. Yeah, this much at least will help a lot to get that cable to go into place. Come on now. Oh. I had to squeeze it a little bit more. Bullseye. Well, maybe now there is some chance to put this in that hole. Ah! Come on now. Behave. Oh! My wrist is screaming. Yeah, I'd say this perhaps help, but it won't maybe bring whole cable in. Oh, 2 of them already escaped. Come on, wrist is shouting, stop. Oh, it did come through. Now that I have this within. Woo! Oh. Oh. Anyway, that is